Hello, my dudes. This was my face when I realized I'll be going on a solo trip to Europe. My flight was from San Jose to Dallas to Charles de Gaulle in Paris, and I went in American Airlines and, as usual, picked the window seat. Duh, is that even a question? The food was alright, and this was the bag that I got to take because I was just backpacking to Europe. So, this is the Dallas airport. Huge, 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 huge airport. And from here, the next stop is Charles de Gaulle in Paris. I was excited, I was nervous, but you know what? I was like, what the heck? I'm just going to Paris, the city of lights, the city of dreams, whatever you want to call it. The flight was generally nice. I didn't get to eat anything because there was nothing to be that tasted that nice. This is the view from Paris. Contrary to popular belief, no, you can't see the Eiffel Tower while landing. And I landed, and the airport was nice, all right. And I lost my lock for the bag, and I was perplexed. I took a train from the airport to the hostel and took a bunch of selfies, and I am wearing the Eiffel Tower earring. Very, very meta. This is the railway station from the airport which I landed called Gare de Lyon. I'm sorry for butchering. And there was a Starbucks, and no, I did not drink any Frappuccino because it was 10 euros. I got a little confused because all the streets are hexagons, but nevertheless, I made it to the hostel. And my first stop was Montmartre because I got to check in to the room and stuff like that. Anyways, it's a cheap place where all the local artists and stuff you can see a lot of skater dudes. And my first stop, my first destination was Sacre Coeur, the Basilica of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's the one of the oldest basilica, and look at me taking a selfie with the French beret. Very, very meta again. It looked kind of like White House and Disneyland mixed together. Fly kisses to all of you. And you had to walk around 500 stairs. It is pretty easy once you think about it. And this is the highest peak of the Paris Hill. And from here, if you squint really hard, you can see the Eiffel Tower. Not very iconic. It's alright. It's a free entrance, so hey, it's free. So obviously, free things are great. So you can see stuff here, and it's a great place for taking pictures, as you can see. Very, very Disney like, and you can go into the church for free as well. The cathedral is free to go over, and you can't really go to the top. I mean, you could if you want to, but it's like 5 euros, so I rather spend it on something else. It's a very important cathedral because it's been through the Middle Ages and the French Revolution, and the sculpture and everything is so great. And once you look up, you wonder what the architecture and what the sculptors must have gone through because it is seriously that awesome. The whole church is filled with candles. You can pray, and it's a very quiet place because usually it's prayer time. And the stained glasses are one of the, or sorry, stained windows are something that is freaking awesome. And I wish I could be that artsy. This is a church inside the church because it's model of the church. Very meta, as you can see. But it's amazing to see everything over there, and I'm just going over it over again. So here are some of the stained pictures, stained glasses. It's a very huge cathedral. You go over and over, and you see all these architectures. Here's another selfie of me. I took a lot of selfies, guys. This is a secret entrance to the top. While I went there, it was closed, and this is the backside view, and it is great. It is very tall sculpture, and here are some gargoyles, not griffins and gargoyles like Riverdales, but actual gargoyles. Another selfie of me. Very, very tall buildings. I went very early in the morning, and it was very windy, as you can see the wind in my face with my hair blowing. And I took all these pictures in iPhone, hashtag shot in iPhone, and I was having fun. Now, for some artsy videos in the Paris, a lot of talented artists in Montmartre. This is the shop that locals shop from. You get everything from €1 to €3. You can purchase Mona Lisa and all the artsy stuff. Obviously, you can't see all this stuff in my channel because I am nowhere close to them at all. But it is so wonderful to look at each and every painting, the details, and the cobblestone roads is a super inspiration. I'm wearing Nike here, and it was not that great to walk on these roads, but it was a great experience to nonetheless to look at. Musée de Montmartre means museum in Montmartre. Musée is museum in French, and I'm taking another selfie and I'm winking at you guys because, oh yeah, here's the Eiffel Tower earring that I told you about in the last segment. I'm smiling, I'm happy, and I can't believe that I'm here and a bus is gonna run over me. More narcissistic shots, and I got to see Vincent Van Gogh, one of my favorite artists. He cut an ear, and if you have, as you can imagine, it smelled like croissant and fresh baguettes, not in a stereotypical way, but because I was close to a patissier baking in French. Look at all those macarons. But they were super expensive. Here's an artist selling his art for 25 euros, and they are so artsy and they're so good, and they all paint in oil paints. This staircase gave me heart attack and anxiety, but I'm trying to pretend like I don't care at all. There are a lot of locks everywhere because the lock bridge was closed and the sculptures over there ban you from putting locks over there, so people come here and put locks to seal their love. The staircases gave me vertigo, but nevertheless, I kept posing and I kept going on. Ooh, look at this cool graffiti. The thing is, every nook and corner is so artsy that was the inspiration to my artsy videos. I kept seeing a lot of places and I took pictures literally everywhere else. Also, stop being a turd by the French government poster. A lot of streets, a lot of hexagon streets, cobblestone everywhere. Chocolates. Again, super expensive, and I just saw it from the window. I didn't actually buy. Next is Moulin Rouge, which is basically the sex capital of Paris. Whenever the windmill rolls, you know that there's some performance going on, and I just saw it from outside. Here's a choo choo train for all the kiddies who can't walk in Paris. Obviously, I'm too old to go in there, so I just posed outside and trying to pose like a windmill. Yay! So here's another sex shop. Also, Taco Tuesday in Paris. 2 tacos, 1 margarita, 15 euros. Wow, not a deal though. This is the Louvre Museum, Musée du Louvre, and man oh man, it is a big palace. It was a palace at one point of time, and they converted it into a museum. Fun fact is that if you stare at every artifact for 30 seconds, it would take you almost a week to complete the Louvre, but I didn't have 1 week just to spend in Louvre, so I just ran past a lot of paintings and just skimmed through a lot of sections. But nevertheless, it is fun. That's Mona Lisa, the beauty, the queen, and grace. But it's a painting of her, not really her. We'll come to the painting in just a bit. This is Venus de Milo, freedom and liberty, the French Revolution symbol. And here you see that there's a sculpture, and I'm posing by it. And once you hit that, and if you walk straight and look up, you will see a lot of paintings and sculptures from the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, all very, very artsy. And this is the hallway, and if you go straight, you know what you hit? The Mona Lisa. No, not this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Some random paintings here and there, and they're all painted in oil. And obviously, there was no selfie or iPhones back then. And here she is, the Mona Lisa. Very tiny and but yet significant. Literally everyone come all over the world just to see her, including me, and look at all the crowd. I had to push past this to take a shot, and that here's my head and here's her. That's how small she is. She's nothing as you can imagine. Very disappointed though. Here's some other paintings on the ceiling. Almost a naked lady. Hopefully YouTube doesn't mind. Some more artsy pictures on top of the wall, and very all of them are oil paintings, so they reflect a lot of light. Some unfinished paintings, but hey, they look brighter than my future. This lady literally wants to stab by the comment I just made. LOL, LOL, LOL. A lot of French Revolution pictures, and this is the Napoleon's chamber. I made a friend over there, a Sphinx, and he's smiling at me. Happy friends. They're all standing in line for taking a selfie with me. I'm that popular, guys. Here's some feet from the Middle Ages, I think the Rock Ages. There's a lot of ancient paintings and sculptures and everything. Theory is that the French stole from everything and then they kept it in the museum. This is the modern Katniss Everdeen. I think this is another famous sculpture. I don't remember her name, but she's very famous. This is the literal eye roll sculpture, which was advertised. Lots of paintings giving eye rolls at those comments that I just made. Every corner you look at the Louvre Museum, you see that it's depicted with such perfection, such art and finesse, and I am super tired and I'm just waiting to just sit there and get over this whole day. This is Napoleon's Bonaparte's chamber. All of it is gold, at least gold plated. Maybe they took the real gold outside. And there was another chamber which is private, but you can see from far away, and they were super grand. And you can see my picture over here, and I didn't trust anyone with the camera, so this is a tripod, and I just held the camera over there and took a picture. Lots of selfies and portrait mode, you guys. People over there live really grand. And look at this dining table. Man, oh man. Can you imagine eating over there and trying to have a conversation with people? Yeah, I can't even think about it. And that's it, guys. This was the Louvre Museum tour, and I'm just trying to take pictures. The pyramid was designed by I.M. Pei and was the last artifact in the Louvre Museum. I went in the afternoon and I came back in the night, and as you can see, the sun almost set, and it was all these night lights looking very, very grand. Yeah, I'm just trying to smile through the pain, and this is the almost very cliche touching the pyramid picture. This was another Arc de Triomphe, the dupe version that stares right outside the Louvre Museum. And yeah, you can see the sculpture and the finesse of everything. And obviously, not very good to take pictures because all the city lights that reflect on me. These are some of the city halls of Paris. That's the Palace of Versailles. No, there's some invalides, I guess. I am butchering all the spellings. I am sorry, excuse me. It's been a long time, so I don't remember the names. So here are all the bridges. The bridges are called pont in French, and this is none other than the Eiffel Tower, and I was super excited to see here. Little underwhelming, but I was still super stoked to see from far. I did go up, but I went up the next day, not the same day. I was very happy to go up, and it was snowing up there, and it was windy as well. So, it fun fact is that it lights up every hour for 2 minutes, and it's super nice to see it. This is the actual Arc de Triomphe at the center of Champs Elysees, where you get it's kind of like New York's Fifth Avenue. A lot of spiral staircase. I had to climb over 500 staircase, and the fun fact is that you can't stop in the middle because you'll be that person. So you walk through the pain, you walk through the pain, you walk through the pain. I did a time lapse, but I don't remember the video. And here's some of the fun facts about Arc de Triomphe. A lot of things are written in French, and this is the Champs Elysees road where you can see a lot of things. And I am smiling through the pain, and it was raining that day, and as you can see, I'm not sweating, it's just rain, and you can see the Eiffel Tower from there. Yes, he's revolting over this, how long this video is. I am sorry, but I'm just trying to show you a lot of pictures. This is the flame that always glows no matter how painful the wars and everything was for people. And I reached home as in hostel. I really, really missed home. And this is the Sakura at the night time. And that is all, y'all. Bye.